Now for the truth no one tells you about sales.
What's up, family? Welcome back to the Blueprint Zone, your go-to podcast where sales gets real and growth gets personal. I'm Abraham Gardner.
And I'm Michael Albright, and together we're your hosts, ready to pull the curtain back on sales like no one else does.
Today, oh man, we're diving into the truth no one tells you about sales. And trust me, it's not in your onboarding manual.
If you're tired of cheesy scripts, fake urgency, and that ABC always be closing nonsense, this one's for you. Let's get into it. All right, let's start at the beginning. The lie we were all sold when we first got into sales. They said, just learn the script, master the pitch, and you'll be closing deals left and right. Sound familiar?
Oh yeah, I remember my first sales job. I was given a 3-page script and told to memorize it word for word. The assumption was if you just recited it perfectly, money would roll in. But in reality, I was getting shut down left and right.
Exactly. Because here's the kicker. Sales isn't about parroting words. It's about building relationships. The pitch is only as good as the connection you make with your customer.
And honestly, people are smarter than that now. They can spot a fake a mile away. They want authenticity, transparency, real human connection. If you're just reading a script, you're dead in the water.
Right. So instead of focusing on closing, we need to focus on opening conversations, opening trust, opening minds.
That shift in mindset alone is a game changer. When you move from trying to sell something to trying to serve someone, the whole dynamic changes.
Let's lighten it up a bit. Abraham, what's the funniest sales myth you fell for early on?
Oh man, I thought if I dressed sharper, I'd close more deals. Spoiler alert, I looked sharp, but my numbers didn't.
Haha, basically the same here. I believed that the more jargon I packed into my pitch, the smarter I'd sound. Turns out I was just confusing everyone.
Yeah, jargon is the quickest way to lose someone. People want to understand what you're saying without pulling out a dictionary.
Another myth, you got to be aggressive in sales, pushy, always on the chase, but honestly, that just pushes people away.
Sales isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. And like any race, pacing yourself and building real rapport beats chasing desperate wins.
That's why consistency beats charisma every single time. Charisma can open the door, but consistent value and follow through will close the deal. All right, time for the truth bomb. What's the number one truth no one tells you about sales?
Ready? Here it is. The real sale happens in you first. If you don't believe in your product or your purpose, your client will sense that lack of conviction immediately. No script, no trick can fix that.
Absolutely. When your mindset is desperate, your pitch sounds desperate, but when you believe with confidence that what you're offering will genuinely help, you transfer that energy.
Sales is an energy transfer. It's emotional. Your mood, your beliefs, your energy, it's all contagious. The good news, that means you can train yourself to be a powerful influence.
So the question becomes, how do you build that belief?
For me, it's about knowing my why. Why do I do this? Why am I in this business? What impact do I want to have on my clients' lives? When your why is clear, it fuels your confidence.
And don't forget practice. Belief isn't just mindset, it's built with reps. The more you step into that role authentically, the more natural it becomes.
That's why mentorship and training are crucial. Surround yourself with people who believe and who push you to grow.
Okay, we've given you the real talk. Now, let's make it practical. What's one thing every listener can do today to start shifting their sales game?
Here's your blueprint. 1, audit your belief system. Ask yourself, do I really believe in my product, in myself? What stories am I telling myself that might be holding me back? Write them down. 2, clarify your why. Your passion isn't a pitch, it's your purpose. Take a moment to connect with that deep reason why you do what you do. 3, practice presence over pressure. Slow down. Focus on listening more than talking. When you truly connect, closing feels natural.
And here's a bonus for you. Start journaling your wins and lessons every day. Sales is a journey of growth. The more you reflect, the more you learn.
Remember, consistency beats charisma. You don't have to be perfect, just show up every day and put in the work.
That's a wrap on this fire episode of the Blueprint Zone. If this episode hit home, drop us a review, tag us online, and share it with your squad. No gatekeeping on growth here.
And if you want to dive deeper into real sales and leadership, come check out the Blueprint Mentorship Academy. We're here to help you change your game.
Let's go.
Until next time,
Stay passionate
stay purpose-driven,
and keep building.
peace.